Hi, it's Mark at FBA2USA. Come to FBA2USA for hints and tips getting started on Amazon Seller Central if you live outside the USA. Today I want to engage in a bit of a debate. I've read articles recently, in fact going back a little way, about why it is not a good idea to start or run a business on somebody else's channel. And indeed, I agree wholeheartedly that running a business only on one channel for a long time does increase the risk of falling foul of the rules of that channel and getting lost. Specifically, if you run or if you were one of the people that ran significant campaigns gaining followers and fans on Facebook, you might have been disappointed a couple of years back when Facebook started to charge you to send those same fans messages after they had already subscribed to you on a paid traffic forum that you thought was gaining you access to keep talking to those people for a long time. So anything can happen, and when you're on someone else's channel, anything can be taken away from you. Of course, that has direct relevance to you if you're selling a physical product on Amazon.com, because of course Amazon.com can fundamentally change the rules. I've heard the example suggested where Amazon starts or acquires the physical product in your segment and decides that no third parties can sell that same physical product, be it, I don't know, soap, moisturizer, whatever it is that you're choosing to sell. So it is something to consider, and definitely you don't want to get yourself into a situation where you have an obsolete business model because you focused on one product on one channel. That said, the other argument is that you will get much more value building traffic and taking that traffic to your own site or to your own domain where you can sell people anything you want, and like any business that wants to thrive, get repeat business easily by capturing the leads along the way, either on the way in or following the sale. And I agree with that as well. But that does not mean that I agree with not using Amazon as a channel. Amazon's access to traffic is significantly more than yours will be to start with. And Amazon is attracting traffic of people who often, maybe up to 50% of the time, have already provided their payment details to the engine that is driving the traffic. In other words, they can buy with one click, as Amazon says on the screen. That is fundamentally a very valuable thing. And when you're starting up, you should consider all your options and what is going to give you the biggest return on investment. Now, of course, I'm not suggesting that because Amazon has all the traffic, you should continue to use that as your only channel. In my training, what I suggest is using Amazon as only one of the channels that you want to promote your product on, helping use it to fulfill within the USA, use it to fulfill from other channels, which you should immediately start to consider as you go onto Amazon, and then of course consider even taking your fulfillment away from Amazon for those other channels at the right time. That's what FBA2USA is all about. It's not FBA in the USA, it's FBA to the USA. There's a difference. But you cannot ignore the power and strength of getting all that traffic in one place from actual willing buyers who've already provided their credit card details to Amazon. It is very powerful, and it will see your product and your brand grow, no matter what people say, because you are actually selling your own product with your own brand. The logo is yours, the imagery showing the logo is yours. Clearly it is your thing that they are buying, and the fact that they're buying it from an orange branded channel with a different name does not matter for the fact that what they will get physically will be something from you. Yes, you can use the inside of your packaging to make repeat messages to customers to attract them or their friends back. You can also find ways of entering into a dialogue with your customers that show them interesting things about your product without being marketing or promotion, and which will create a bit of a loyalty and affinity that you can use to leverage your product later. And you've got to really think about Amazon not as a channel which might go away, but far more helpfully as the internet for people who are searching for things to buy who already have their wallets out. Because fundamentally it is that big, and that's what it is. And that's like saying you shouldn't sell online because it's a channel and it might change, and they might use the internet to do different things, or you might find that your domain becomes illegal. If you're really concerned about that, of course, you should also have a physical business. But fundamentally, you don't ignore online sales just because they might go away or there might be a power cut. When you're selling on Amazon, yes, it does have risks. Yes, they could change the rules. But as long as you are appropriately diversified amongst more than one channel, you do have a brand, you do have a trademarkable name for that brand, and you do have distinct imagery and a way of contacting and recontacting your customers, then Amazon is definitely something to include in your overall campaign to build that brand. Okay, I'll climb off my soapbox. Thanks very much. You can get more training on exactly how to do this inside FBA2USA. So come to FBA2USA.com and let's get started. Cheers.